Hi, and welcome to Positive Parenting. My name is Irene Atia. I'm a Christian counsellor. Today, we're going to talk about the importance of routine and stability in a child's life. But before we get into why routines are important, we need to have a look at the underlying reasons that cause children to develop a healthier and to be stronger and more confident when there is a routine in their life. All children have fears, just like adults have fears. But most children have fears of the unknown. They can fear things from suspicious new vegetables, to mosquitoes at times, to flies, to strange looking animals, to noises in the dark. All children develop fears of the unknown at any point in time. But the thing is, the very definition of growing up is to have change, is to have things unknown happen to them. They've got change happening to them constantly. Their bodies are constantly changing on them. They're going from one stage of development to the next. So that instability, I guess, if you like, in their growth process sometimes causes some kids to become a little bit more anxious. But children can generally handle change if it's expected and if they know that it's coming, and if it occurs within the context of a familiar routine. For example, if they know that their parent is going away for work or has a commitment that's going to mean they're not available in the times that they normally are, and they know about that ahead of time, it's usually easier for them to prepare emotionally for it and be much more willing to accept it if it does happen, rather than just waiting at the school gate and discovering that today dad is picking me up instead of mum because mum's gone away on a business trip. So it's always best if a child's routine is expected and occurs within a child's life changes, occurs and exists in the existence of the context of a familiar routine rather than unpredictable things. Because when unpredictable things happen in life, which they always do, like a best friend moving or one of the parents going away for a period of time, or even bigger things like death of a family member, they leave the child feeling anxious and less able to cope with the changes that they experience in their life. So structure and routine teaches kids how to constructively control themselves and their environments and feel safe and secure in who they are. But it's also important to note before we get into what a good routine looks like is too much routine can sometimes be dull and kill a sense of spontaneity and creativity in a child. So it's important to have routines, but it's also important to have that flexibility that allows for the odd night out where we stay up just a little bit beyond our bedtime, or going to that family gathering when we'd normally go to a sports event. So there's a fine balance between having a routine and making sure that we are flexible with our kids. There are distinct benefits to having a routine in a child's life. Knowing when he's expected to wake up, when he's expected to sleep, when certain activities are on his day, allows him to know that these things are coming and expected and they don't feel like changes in his life. Routines usually eliminate power struggles. If we know, for example, that brushing teeth, napping time, turning off the TV comes before dinner, then that's going to happen every night without an argument. Whereas if something is left to just any random time of the day, then that can be a reason for a power struggle between a parent and their child about when to do it, because there's not a set predictable time. Routines also help kids cooperate. They help them know what's expected from them and they help them know what's coming next. And so when there's a debate about not wanting to do a particular task, say not wanting to have a bath before bedtime, if that's been part of the routine and it's known as part of our routine at home, then it's an easy discussion to have. Whereas we have some nights when that happens and other nights when it doesn't happen, it leaves room for the child to actually start to negotiate and try to work out ways around what he has or has not to do. Routines also help kids feel like they're taking charge of their own activities, because over time they learn to do things for themselves, like brushing their teeth, packing their backpacks, without constant reminders. Kids love being in charge of themselves. The feeling increases their sense of mastery and competence. So kids who feel more independent and in charge of things that are in their life, they're less likely to rebel and be oppositional to their parents. And kids also learn the concept of looking forward to things. If they know that a particular event happens on a particular day of the week, then they expect it and they look forward to it and they know that it is a positive thing in their life. As well as that, regular routines help keep kids on schedule. They help them feel that they help them sleep easier at night, they help them know when to wake up, and it keeps their life predictable and safe. And finally, routines help parents build in those precious connection moments where they get set time where they spend together to read a book or do a puzzle or play a game. And those times are set hopefully on a daily or a weekly basis. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you on our next episode of Positive Parenting.